So we're here with Mr. Giuliani. So you're running for governor of New York State?
Correct. That's
so
correct.
Tell us what you have planned.
So basically, we have a major three-pillar strategy that we're going to implement on for the state. One, we want to relight the economic furnace. We want to deregulate, similar to the way that President Trump was able to deregulate with America. As you know, he promised in his campaign that for every regulation he'd sign into law, he'd cut 2. That number was over 12 to 1. We're going to cut taxes also. Secondly, from a school standpoint, we get rid of critical race theory and we give more charter school options.
Now, what about
to
these
parents.
COVID laws?
And third, and most importantly, and I just want to add this third part in, we stopped the war on our cops on January 1st of 2023. It is terrible to see what's happened with cashless bail, terrible to see officers not having their qualified immunity. So that's a quick short answer. In terms of the COVID laws,
right,
what I would say specifically is this, right? When we talk about voter integrity and we talk about the idea of showing voter identification, how is it okay to ultimately force an Excelsior pass while at the same time not demanding that there be voter ID? It just shows to me the hypocrisy of the Democratic platform. We need to expose it.
All right, let's talk about your father, Rudy Giuliani. So he was the mayor of New York City during 9/11. So I have a question about Building 7, the Solomon Brothers building. The firefighters testified on the day that it happened that they seen explosions. And what do you say about 9/11?
Well, my father was in Building 7. And I can tell you, he's been asked similar questions and suggestions. That was a terrorist attack, and I have no doubt about that.
So
he was.
I would agree it was terrorist in the sense that whoever did it terrorized us.
He lost friends, and so for me, this is very, very cut and dry in terms of.
So the firefighters testified they seen explosions and heard explosions as the buildings came down. And people are saying that they exploded.
Well, you would see explosions just because of gas pipes breaking. You'd see all of that in it right there. So ultimately, for me,
what about the Solomon Brothers building?
I know many which building
was
the
building?
Building
number 7.
He was in building. So my father was in that building. He was in that building earlier in the day when he received a call from the Vice President of the United States. So for me, I think it's very clear. I think Osama bin Laden attacked us on that day.
I would have to
I have no doubt about that.
Disagree that it was. There's a video. Remember when President Bush was in the schools? The students were repeating some certain words, as in kite, plane, steel, hit, and then they. Then they went to President Bush.
We will disagree on that. All I can tell you is I know many of those firefighters who lost their lives that day. I know many of those police officers. For me, I've seen the intelligence that shows that Osama bin Laden attacked us that day. We can disagree on it, but I think it's very clear.
Okay, we'll disagree. And next couple questions, real quick. Your stance on the right for life or right to life, as in for the abortion, where do you stand on that?
Yeah, look, I am pro-life.
Pro-life?
I believe. Yep, go ahead.
And what about traditional marriage with a man and woman? Do you believe in that also?
I do believe in a traditional marriage.
And so you are an opponent to the LGBTQ community?
No, that is not true at all. What I would say is this. I think government, I think it's very simple. I don't want government participating in my bedroom or in my wallet right there. So the truth is, from that regard right there, I'm totally fine if, with all different types of relationships. I think it's fine, to be perfectly honest. Obviously, I am married happily, and but ultimately, I think we need to be kind of a little bit more tolerant when it comes to that stuff.
All right, thank you, Mr. Giuliani. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for them questions.
What's your name?
My name is Donnie Lee Berger. You can find my channel. It's called Flat Earth, Watertown, New York. So have you heard about Flat Earth yet?
I have heard of Flat Earth, yes.
Well, the Earth is indeed flat and motionless. I'm a Navy vet. I was in VAQ.
My grandfather was 25 years lieutenant commander in the Navy.
Okay. I wasn't in that long. I just did one tour and got out. But Earth is indeed flat and motionless. Sea level, airplane flies over the plane of Earth. NASA lies to us. Have you heard any of this?
What's that?
Have you heard about Flat Earth and the deception of NASA?
Well, we'll again disagree on that, but I want to make sure I go and see the mayor because I got 12 o'clock hit.
All right, everybody.
Awesome.
All right,
Thank you.
Guys.
Yep. Thanks a lot.